My name is Steven. My metric number is 231542000, and we're going to present about project-based learning 2, automotive legislation. And the title we have given is Evaluation of EV, hybrid and internal combustion vehicle based on automotive policy and Malaysia standards. We look at National Automotive Policy 2020, which is we call as NAP 2020. The National Automotive Policy 2020 is Malaysia's long-term strategy plan for developing the country's automotive industry into a highly technological, sustainable and internationally competitive sector. This comprehensive policy framework positions Malaysia as a regional leader in advanced automotive manufacturing. NAP represents a transformative vision that balance technological innovation, environmental responsibility and economical growth to create a world-class automotive ecosystem. Content is three major directions of NAP 2020. The first one is technological advancement. They focus on next generation vehicle, including energy efficient vehicle (EEV), hybrid and plug-in hybrid vehicle, and electrical vehicle. So positioning Malaysia as a regional hub for automation, robotics and industry 4.0. The second one is environmental sustainability, reducing transportation related emission by encouraging fuel efficient vehicle with a lower environmental impact, promoting vehicle with reduced carbon dioxide emission, aligned with global green technology trends. The third one is economic competitiveness, supporting local manufacturing, high level investment, employment creation and export expansion, encouraging local parts production, big data, mobility as a service, EV battery production and automotive software developments.
Okay, for this slide, I will explain the government support for energy efficient vehicles or EV. Under the National Automotive Policy 2020, the Malaysian government promotes EV to reduce emission and improve fuel efficiency. To support this, the government provides incentives such as tax exemption, reduced excise duties, and investment allowance for manufacturers. These incentives help lower production costs and encourage local vehicle assembly. Manufacturers are also encouraged to use lightweight materials and fuel-efficient powertrain technologies. Overall, this initiative makes EVs more affordable for consumers while strengthening Malaysia's automotive industry and environmental sustainability. Moving on to slide 5, this slide focuses on government support for electric vehicles or EVs. The Malaysian government provides strong incentive to encourage EV adoption, including full exemption from sales tax, excise tax and import duties, as well as road tax exemption until 2025. In addition, the government works with private companies to expand EV charging infrastructure across the country, especially in urban areas and along highways. Financial support is also available through the Green Technology Financing Scheme for EV-related businesses. These efforts show the government commitment to promoting EVs as a sustainable and low-carbon transportation solution in Malaysia.
This slide explains why Malaysia's automotive policy strongly encourages the use of lower emission vehicles. The first reason is environmental protection. Transportation is one of the biggest contributors to air pollution and carbon emissions. By promoting low emission vehicles, Malaysia can reduce CO2 levels, improve air quality, and support our commitment under the Paris Climate Agreement. The second reason is consumer benefits. Low emission vehicles usually offer better fuel efficiency, low running costs, and reduced maintenance compared to traditional petrol engines. This results in long-term financial savings for users, making them more attractive to buyers. And the third reason is economic competitiveness. As more countries move toward green and electric vehicle technologies, Malaysia needs to stay competitive in the region. Encouraging low-emission vehicles helps boost local manufacturing, attract investment and align with global automotive trends. Overall, promoting low-emission vehicles help Malaysia achieve environmental goals, support consumers and strengthen the automotive industry. Now let's move on to the vehicle data analysis. In this section, we evaluate three types of vehicles: electric vehicles, hybrid vehicles, and internal combustion engine vehicles. We compare them based on the emission level, EEV qualification, policy support, and environmental impact. The electric vehicle shows the best performance with zero emission, full EEV qualification, and the highest level of policy support from the government. Environmentally, it has the strongest positive impact. Hybrid vehicles have low emission and also qualify as EEVs, but their policy support and environmental benefits are moderate compared to EVs. Meanwhile, traditional internal combustion engine vehicles perform the worst. They have high emissions, do not qualify for EEV status, receive the lowest policy support, and contribute negatively to the environment. This analysis clearly shows the shift toward cleaner and more efficient technologies.
Moving on to our data analysis, we evaluated 3 vehicle types: electric vehicles (EVs), hybrids, and internal combustion engines (ICE) across 4 critical categories: emission compliance, EEV compliance, policy alignment, and environmental impact. We used a scoring scale from 1 to 5, where 5 represents the highest performance and 1 represents the lowest performance. As you can see from the charts, the results are quite distinct. EVs achieved a perfect total score of 20, demonstrating superior performance in every category. Hybrids came in with a score of 12, showing mid-tier compliance. ICE vehicles scored the lowest with just 4 points, indicating they are the least aligned with current environmental and policy standards. Specifically looking at EEV compliance, EVs led the pack with a maximum score of 5 compared to just 1 for ICE vehicles. Moving on to compliance summary. To break this down further, here is our final compliance assessment. This summary highlights the clear distinctions between these vehicle types regarding energy efficient vehicle, EEV standards, and emission regulation. First, the electric vehicle. It ticks all the boxes. It meets both EEV standards and emission regulations. Because it is fully electric with zero tailpipe emissions, it garners high policy support under NAP 2020. Next, the hybrid vehicle. It also meets both EEV and emission regulations. By combining an internal combustion engine with an electric motor, it maintains low emission levels and a moderate environmental impact. Finally, the ICE vehicle. It unfortunately falls short. Relying solely on fossil fuels leads to high emissions, a negative environmental impact, and consequently low policy support. Next, moving on to final recommendation, electric vehicle. Based on this comprehensive analysis of automotive policy, standards compliance, and environmental impact, our final recommendation is the electric vehicle EV. The EV was the only option to achieve a maximum compliance score of 20 out of 20. We selected it for 3 main reasons. Number 1 is policy alignment. EVs align perfectly with NAP 2020's vision to make Malaysia a regional hub for next generation vehicles, NXGV, and support the national low carbon mobility aspiration. Number 2 is standard compliance. EVs automatically qualify as energy efficient vehicle without the need for complex fuel consumption testing. They also comply with key UN regulations like R100 for battery safety, making vehicle type approval easier. Last but not least is environmental impact. Most importantly, EVs deliver the greatest positive impact by eliminating carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides, directly reducing urban pollution. That's all from us. Until we meet again in the future. Thank you.